Hey, good morning. It's Pete again. Well, it happens to be Easter Sunday, so I hope you're having a great day. Today, I'm going to spend some time with my kids. We're going to get together and eat out. We're going to a Japanese restaurant. So, I am trying to plan my day, right? So to make sure that that I enjoy the time, with kids and family, and but also eat properly, right? So don't fall off the wagon just because I'm in a social situation, right? So I'll be very mindful of carbohydrates and things like that. So, and I've got kind of a strategy plotted out. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be a little bit restrictive on my diet today, but one thing I'm not going to give up is my keto coffee this morning. Right? So and I've already made that. So this morning I'm going to have a flavored coffee. Right? So I want to tell you a little bit about this because this I've already tasted it, so it's awesome, right? So, and I wish you could smell this coffee. It smells so good. This is a creme brulee flavor, right? So this is part of my coffee subscription that I get, right? So and you notice that there's this Be the Change foundation, right? So and so the profits from this coffee go to fund the Be the Change Foundation, right? So, which I think is a very wonderful and novel approach to the thing. And and next month when I get my next shipment, I'll kind of do an unboxing and show you what I get in my subscription. But one of the things that they always send a nice card, right? So that talks about the coffee, right? So and really great stuff, right? So but then. And then, this month talking about the Be the Change Foundation and the good that they're doing, right? So, Drew Pearson, right? So, former Dallas Cowboy, wide receiver, if you remember the old Hail Mary pass, right? So he's a very, very awesome gentleman. I had the pleasure of meeting him once, and I'm sure I'll see him again at other functions. But anyway, so the Be the Change Foundation is a charitable foundation and does a lot of really great things, right? So profits from the coffee and some other products go to fund that. So one of the organizations that they partner with is Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I think that they work with kids that have some pretty big medical challenges, right? So going on, to make their life a little bit better and do something very special with them. So that's a great cause, right? So and I like the fact that when I drink coffee from from the Be the Change Foundation, it helps to support that. So I want to keep this video short. I was thinking about my journey, right? So. In this and like I said, so ketogenic diet is one part of my health recovery, right? So and journey to remain healthy, right? So and there's a really a simple 3-step philosophy that I have learned, right? So over the past few years, so 3 steps, right? So 1, eat strategically, right? So which you are doing that if you're following a ketogenic diet, right? So and you just want to be careful what you do. So the principle number 2, right? So is consume only the best nutrition, right? So and that part does require a bit of research and education, right? So to make sure that what you are eating, right? So and that you are looking at the whole picture of total nutrition picture, which not only includes some macro things, fats and proteins and carbohydrates, right? So but are you getting all of the micronutrients that you need, right? So and And if you hang around me or you watch my stuff, you're going to learn that there's 90 essential nutrients, right? So, and you need to make sure that you get those every day. And then, the third principle is just, kind of focusing on energy and recovery, right? So, what does it mean to you to be healthy, right? So, and that's a very individual, thought, right? So, I mean, that changes, person to person. But I think that one common part of that is that, if you were to ask anyone, right? So, we'll define what being healthy feels like to you, right? So, one of the things that they would say would be, well, I'd have lots of energy, right? So, or I'd have plenty of energy, right? So that's a great measurement, I think, of being healthy, right? So obviously, lack of symptoms, right? So is also a good definition of health, right? So when I think, on my journey, and I would say that the low point of my health was in, early 2012, the way that I felt then, right? So compared to, how I feel now is, such a great divide. It's incredible, right? So, one thing is that I will say that, in my personal journey, right? So I didn't realize how sick I was, because you really become conditioned to just feeling like crap, right? So, having low energy and having brain fog, all the time, being stiff and sore and not limber at all. Because that, it tends to come on slowly and then, but then it remains, you just become accustomed to it. And, once you start doing the right things and your body's got the stuff to, heal itself. Our bodies have a tremendous healing capacity if we just give them the right things and stop taking in the bad stuff, right? So, anyway, so it's, I've found that after, just a few weeks, right? So that, a lot of those things started to lift and I started to feel normal, right? So let's call healthy as normal because that is, right? So anyway, that's my thought for the day, and I hope that gives you something to think about, right? So what does it feel like to be healthy, right? So, and if you're facing challenges now, right? So think about if you've felt good before, right? So if you've been in a state of good health, how that felt then, right? So, and what do you need to do to achieve that again, right? So because everybody can do that, right? So I truly believe that. So anyway, happy Easter.
Hi, I'm Chris Sitchell. I'm the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish San Diego. Make-A-Wish started in 1980 with a wish of a young boy, and from that point forward, it has grown into an international organization that grants nearly 20,000 wishes a year across the globe. We exist to do one thing, and that is to grant wishes for children with life-threatening medical conditions, to give them hope and strength and joy. Make-A-Wish San Diego hopes to grant 200 wishes this year for children with life-threatening illnesses in our community. We will also host 200 children and their families from around the country and the world to have their wish here in San Diego. So almost every day, a wish is happening in San Diego. Wishes come in all shapes and sizes, and usually we see a wish fall into one of four categories. I wish to go, I wish to have, I wish to meet someone, or in Wade's case, I wish to be a pirate.
When the volunteer came to our house to ask about his wish, we weren't sure what to tell him, so we gave him a list of things he liked, and she said, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it.
Well, when a child has a life-threatening illness, it's terrifying. It can change the way that family sees the world and that child sees the world. And a wish gives them an opportunity to hope and to dream and to see a future that's very, very possible. And it empowers that child to dream, and it gives them something to look forward to.
He was very excited to become a pirate. It cheered us all up, gave us something to, like, after 16 months of treatment, gave us something to, like, that's a reward for him to be brave and to fight.
He really enjoyed it. And we all did, so.
Well, we've learned over the years that a wish has a very significant impact, not just on bringing a smile to that child's face, but on maybe changing a medical outcome. We've talked to families and they've said time and time again that the wish and when Make-A-Wish came into that child's life was a turning point in their treatment. We're proud to be part of that child's healing and that family's healing. It takes a lot of caring people to make a wish come true for a child who's going through a tough time. Whether it's with your time, talents, or treasures, there's a way to help and there's a way to get involved because every child who's going through a life-threatening illness needs something to look forward to.